Hi there, my name is Chrissy, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to finish off The Haunting of Bly Manor. We are watching the season finale. So last time on Bly Manor we got the backstory to the Lady of the Lake. A very sad backstory. The two sisters, Viola and Perdita. Viola married to keep the manor in the family. Her and her husband had a daughter, and then she contracted, I'm assuming, is tuberculosis. She was incredibly stubborn though, refusing to say her last rites before she died, and it was said that it was her stubbornness that kept her alive for so long, and that death had come so many times to the manor to take her that he basically got sick and tired of being denied and just stopped coming for her. Through all her sickness, her sister Perdita was put upon her to look after her and look after her niece, and basically be the woman of the house. After years, it got too much, and she killed Viola. 6 months later, she was married to the widower, and things for them just started going downhill financially, which is why Perdita wanted to sell off Viola's most expensive dresses and linens and things, which Viola had put away as an inheritance for their daughter. And against the husband's wishes, she opened the trunk, and waiting, unbeknownst to her, waiting for her was the ghost of Viola. She killed Perdita, and over time, just her hold on the manor has stopped other people from being able to cross over as well. They are stuck in a perpetual cycle in Bly. The husband and daughter threw the trunk with all of her belongings into the lake, which has tethered her to this place, and she follows the same route from the lake into the house to her daughter's bedroom, just waiting. And this is why Miles and Flora were adamant about Dani not getting out of the bed, in case she crossed paths with Viola and became another one of her victims, which sadly is exactly what she has become. At least that is what we're led to believe. Both cliffhanger endings for episode 7 and 8 were the same thing, with Dani being taken by Viola. So the answers that we need to get now are: what has happened to Dani? Is she alive? Is she dead? What has happened to Miles? Has Peter taken over Miles permanently, or can we get him back? Last we left off, Hannah had accepted her death, and Henry is apparently on his way to the manor, which I totally forgot about in the last episode. But we are here, we are at the end. Let's see how they wrap everything up. Let's do it.
My name is Hannah Gross. The year is 1987. I'm dead. I loved you, Erin.
Aww.
I should have told you.
You must help all of us out there. We both
I
know
see.
you are so selfish to remain hidden in a memory.
Yes. Please don't kill Dani.
Stop!
She's lasting a lot longer than Peter did.
Please, let her go. Yes,
Why is no one helping her?
I gave you your freedom, and you're letting it drown.
Oh, is this Henry?
Put her down!
Uncle Henry!
Put her down!
Oh, fuck. No! Oh, fuck.
They need you at the lake.
Oh, God.
It's okay, sweetheart. You won't feel it.
Oh, my God.
I'll feel it for you. I'll just tuck you away one last time.
It's us. Mummy.
There, my darling.
Owen tried to breathe life into Henry, who hovered between life and death. And it would have all gone that way had not the au pair, in that critical moment, said what she said.
It's you! It's me! It's us! When he checks the well, please tell Owen I'm sorry. Tell him I love him. And the rest, well, it's just...
They're able to leave.
I'm sorry.
The au pair invited Viola into
Oh.
herself, and the invitation had been accepted. In that instant, the spell that Viola had cast over Bly was broken,
Flora!
Uncle Henry!
and all of the spirits trapped in her gravity were released.
Uncle Henry!
Where's Hannah?
The next day, Owen assisted 5 men from town where they gently lifted the housekeeper's body from the well. He stayed at her side until she was buried, and he loved her the whole way.
Wow. Okay, she's got one brown eye.
You're about done up here.
Only one of her eyes is coloured.
I feel her. In here.
This isn't going to end well for Dani, is it?
He's waiting. At some point, he's gonna take me.
While you wait for your beast in the jungle, do you want company?
It's got to be unnerving looking into her eyes and seeing the difference and knowing.
Visit us?
I don't know how I will ever thank you.
I'm so glad. You have each other now.
I know.
It's nice to see the kids so happy.
I don't think we should plan, Christmas. I'm sorry.
She doesn't want to make long-term plans.
It's all right. One day at a time is fine by me.
The days turned to months, the months to more, and before the au pair knew it, a year had passed.
Yeah. Is that a moonflower?
Yeah. You see, I'm not sick of you.
Oh. She wants
I'm
more.
actually pretty in love with you, it turns out.
Oh, be careful.
1 year became 2. And from 2 it spread into an endless time, so it seemed. 5 years would pass. There was peace. And that peace held for years, which is more than some of us ever get.
Until.
What happened there then? Found it on the street. Wanted to save it.
Give it here then. Well, there's your problem. Your roots can...
Here's the thing. You're my best friend. And I love my life. And I know we can't technically get married, but I also don't really care. We can wear the rings and we'll know.
I reckon that's enough for me, yeah.
This is the best news. I'm so happy for you both.
Cheers, mate.
Thank you.
To Hannah.
To Hannah.
Hannah.
A better place.
Henry, Miles, Flora. Flora's boyfriend.
Wow.
Just 12.
She's 17. They don't remember anything about it. Just the kids. Henry still remembers all of it. It's been this way a while, turns out. The fear of it all that we were so afraid would infect the rest of their lives has just faded away.
Oh, it's good, isn't it?
And all that's left is the shape of it.
Jesus!
I saw her.
Okay. We'll keep an eye on it, and it'll be fine. It's okay. I'll marry her again when we can.
Oh no.
Looks like that's enough for now.
Danny? Danny? Danny?
I'm so tired, Jamie. I'm not even scared of her anymore. I just stare at her and it's getting harder and harder to see me.
If you can't feel anything, then I'll feel everything for the both of us.
The au pair knew the moment had come, and she could not risk the most important thing. Her most important person. Not for one more day. And so the gardener found herself back at Bly Manor one last time.
Jamie! Oh, she didn't.
The gardener said the words she'd heard those years ago. She willed it with everything she had. You, me, us, us. Take me with you, she cried in her heart. Take me, drag me down like you did the others. But the lady in the lake was different now. The lady in the lake was also Dani. And Dani wouldn't. Dani would never. No one would ever be taken again. And no one has been taken to this day. For the rest of her days, the gardener would gaze into reflections, hoping to see her face. Her own lady in the lake.
Years would go by. The au pair's memories would fade. Like Viola before her, she would know nothing of the gardener.
Oh, is that
Nothing
her,
of
is
their
it?
life together.
It is her.
And the memory.
She's wearing the ring.
I liked your story. You said it was a ghost story. It isn't.
No?
It's a love story. You know, it's funny. I thought you might be making it up just off that name.
That name?
My middle name is Flora.
Is that right?
Still, after all this time. Well, that was the finale of The Haunting of Bly Manor. What a revelation that not only have we been listening to Jamie narrate this whole story, but she was telling it to Flora at her wedding reception or rehearsal. I guess I can kind of understand that was Jamie, but I had no idea that was going to end up being Flora. And the guy that Jamie was, it looked like had the kind of secret eye winkies with, whatever you want to call it, was Owen. Was that supposed to be Owen? Because I'm sure you could have got the guy that played Owen and just, did him up to be a few years older. Because that looks totally different. I wouldn't have got that. I can understand, the actors of Miles and Flora being, different because they're, adults now. But yeah, that just kind of seemed a bit weird to me. So the little kid Flora that we knew, her real name wasn't Flora. That was her middle name. But we knew her as Flora. But that wasn't. Yeah, it didn't strike me until the end. I was really confused as to why. But I guess that's it. Again, the with the adult version of the kids, but threw me off, especially with Flora, was she wasn't English. She didn't have an English accent. But I guess it makes sense that if she went to go and live in America with Miles and Henry, and like over the years, the children forgot about, what all the awful things that happened at Bly. I guess you start to take on the accent. It's happened to me, so it definitely can happen. The ending. After all their years together, having Viola held at bay, and then eventually in the end, her starting to come through. And I guess it was just that one time where Dani found herself almost killing or possibly being made to or able to kill Jamie, which that was the catalyst which sent her back to Bly and put herself back in the lake. As the narrator, I'll just call her the narrator. As the narrator said, she put herself back in the lake, and when Jamie got there and she knew, and when she went into that lake and she saw Dani's body down there, and she was losing it. Oh god, that was just heartbreaking. So well acted, so heart-rendering. The whole episode was very heart-rendering, and at the end, Flora was right. This wasn't a ghost story, it was a love story. Let's put it in perspective with this season and The Haunting of Hill House. The Haunting of Hill House to me was definitely scarier. And that's saying something because I don't think it was overly scary. It had its few moments. But I think this season made me cry more than The Haunting of Hill House did. It definitely weighed on my heart more, and that's saying something because even The Haunting of Hill House had me in a lot of tears. So we're gonna leave it there. I actually really enjoyed this season. I like both actually. I'm quite glad that not one stood out to me over the other. All of the actors were absolutely freaking amazing, as they always are. Can't wait to see if they're going to come back in the third season and see what other kind of scary goodies they can give to us. So if you watched this whole series with me, thank you so much. This is the first series that I've actually fully finished, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to replace it with. I do have an idea. I've got a couple of shows lined up, so look out for those. I'd say on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, this season was about an 8 to me. I am really weak when it comes to scary movies, and jump scares and things like that. For me, this could have probably done with a few more jump scares. And that is saying something. I hate jump scares. Anyway, again, thank you very much for watching with me. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more reaction goodness. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.